show my wrist, never show me crunch time, cause I ain't never let it come to that one time.
Hey guys, hope you're having a really good day. Welcome back to the channel. If you don't know me, my name's Kasim. I'm an 18-year-old entrepreneur from the UK, and today I'm going to bring you guys a very highly requested video. It's a question that I've been asked about for a long time, and today's finally the day where I'm going to make a video about it. That question is kind of what does my daily routine look like? How do I structure my days? How to best structure your day as an entrepreneur to kind of get the most efficiency out of your work, especially if you're starting a business or maybe you're studying for an exam like a student. So I'm going to jump over there on the computer and take you guys kind of through my routines and what I've been doing, also talk you through some tips that I have. And before we get that done, quickly go down and subscribe. Also turn on the notification bell if you haven't already so you don't miss any videos. And also like the video just before we get into it. But yeah, I'm going to jump over there and take you guys kind of through what I do, and hopefully you enjoy. So see you over there. Hey guys, so here we are on the computer. Just wanted to bring you over here so I can talk you through everything in terms of my daily routine and sort of the tips that I have. Because I have it all down here and it's a lot easier to see rather than just me speaking about it. So yeah, let's just get straight into it. So to start off, a bit of background on what this actually is. It's kind of I call it a grind season game plan, but you can call it anything you want really. So it's kind of for the next kind of 60 to 90 days, so 2-3 months. I'm in a kind of period where I'm going to go like as hard as I can, kind of focus completely on my business, scaling my business, my health, my health, nutrition, my spirituality, etc., to kind of become the best person I can after these 2 to 3 months, and also scale the business as much as I can. So that's why you'll see here in my daily routine. It's might seem quite harsh to some people. I don't know if you guys have any experience with this or not. What I would say before you, I'm going to talk you through this, of course, but before you kind of take inspiration from it, I want you to know that if I was just starting out, I probably wouldn't go as hard or as detailed as I have done here. This is kind of after a few months or many months of working and testing what works out for me, which is something that I'll talk about a bit as well later on in the video. So yeah, that's why this is kind of detailed to the half hour or even to the minute some days. So that's why this is very detailed. If I was just starting out, maybe block out some time, like I'd know when I'm going to do my work. Apart from that, maybe I wouldn't detail the kind of timings too much, because if something's so complicated and it's so complex and sort of your days so blocked out, and when you're just starting out, it'll be very hard to stick to, which is something that I suffered with to begin with. I had like a very rigid routine that I tried to stick to, but honestly I just never did, and that'll just ruin you in the long term. So I'd recommend, if you're still starting out, to just kind of have a very basic schedule, so you kind of block out where you want to do your work, how you want to do your work, and kind of maybe where a workout is, and etc., but nothing too sort of detailed. Because it needs to be easy to stick to. So apart from that, let's get straight into it. So my daily routine. So you can see here in the daily overview column, kind of how my day is structured, kind of timings and etc. So let's just jump into it. So around 7 to 7:30 is when I kind of wake up. I don't really use an alarm. I kind of let my body wake up when it wants to. So that's around 7 to 7:30. I then jump into my morning routine. That kind of lasts from some like 7:30 to 8 or so, something like that. I then jump into a cardio workout. That's just something to get the blood flowing and get me energized in the morning. What I like to do is a bit of running as well as boxing. You can really do anything you want. You could even do a weights workout if you feel good in the morning. For me, I like to do it later on in the evening. That's just because I feel a lot better doing weights in the evening. But yeah, do that from 8 to 8:30. What I would say is having a workout, regardless of what it is, doesn't have to be something too arduous. But having a workout in there is, I think, it's scientifically proven to increase your cortisol levels, and I think that's the right word. I think cortisol is the chemical or like hormone that gets released to give you energy when you wake up. So 100% would put a workout in, I think, within the first 90 minutes of waking up. But after that workout, cold shower, get ready for the first work block that starts at 9 AM. So 9 AM to 11 AM is when my my first focused, no distraction work block. That's when I get the most important tasks done in the day. I think you can see here that I put in both work blocks that I have. I kind of have a non-negotiable 5 to 7 loom audits. If you guys are in the agency space, you guys are running agencies, you'll know what that means. If you don't, it's just kind of an important task if you are running an agency to do. It's sort of part of your outreach, but you don't have to worry about it if you don't really care. So after around 11:30 is when I will either shoot content, which is what I'm doing now, or if I can be bothered, because I'm still in school, I'm the last year of school, I will try to do school revision. Most likely not, but you know, I'll try. So after that goes until around 1 PM. At 1 PM is when I have my first meal. Now you might be thinking, why am I having my first meal so late? It's because I've been doing intermittent fasting for around 6 months now. Doing it for a long time. I'm very used to it, and it's something that I would 100% recommend if you guys have not started it yet. The reason for it is because what happened. So I'll take you to two scenarios. So what happened initially when I first started sort of getting into business or studying, I'd often eat my first meal. I kind of have like a big meal, like around maybe 10, or if it was a breakfast really early, I kind of eat my first meal and then feel really sluggish. Like the carbs. So if you guys don't know, carbs is what makes you. It's like kind of the type of food that makes your body drain the most energy, so digesting it. If you're eating a big breakfast and kind of after it you don't feel too good, you should feel good, but it doesn't always feel good. That's why it's like, I think it's scientifically proven for a lot of reasons, not just for focus, but that's one of the biggest reasons for me. There's a lot of things to do with digestion and clearing your gut and all this kind of stuff for the benefits of intermittent fasting. So if you guys aren't doing that yet, I would 100% recommend doing it. So I kind of choose to eat my first meal around 1. You could push it later. I would push it later normally, but in this kind of daily schedule that I have now, that I'm doing now, I like to eat at 1 o'clock because of what I'm eating. So what I'm eating is a meal replacement shake called Huel Black. It's the one with the no carbs. So it's pretty much a shake. See, I've got it here actually. So it's a shake that you just kind of it has a lot of protein, some healthy fats, as well as like tons of vitamins and like stuff and vegetables, etc., etc. It tastes alright, but I've been told to drink it by my performance coach, and to be honest, it's worked really well for me. The reason that I started having it is because one, like I said, my performance coach told me to have it, and two, is because what I'd noticed when I've been having sort of breaking my fast around 1 PM, maybe 1:30. Is I normally have a big meal, maybe like I'll give you like an example of what I used to have, like a 3-egg omelette and like a bagel or like 2 pieces of toast. Normally after that, what would happen is I'd just completely feel really bad. I'd like lose all energy. I just want to like sit in my bed and just watch Netflix or just watch YouTube or just procrastinate if I did, or if I could be bothered to do work. And the main reason that is because your body hasn't eaten anything like for a long time, since you've since dinner till 1 PM, and if you then have a big meal, all of your energy is going to be taken up by digesting that meal. So that's what I'd recommend. Either if you want to go hard and have the Huel Black, you can do so, but you don't have to. I'd recommend just having like a light meal, not too many carbs, get some proteins and some fats, just healthy stuff, light meal to start off the day. And also between 1 to 2 PM I'll also do some reading. Right now I'm reading Psycho-Cybernetics, so I prefer to do my reading kind of in the afternoon, because I feel doing it in the morning is not the best for me. Like I just don't feel too focused or anything like that, so I like to do it from 1 to 2 PM. It's when I feel like I take the most in. So yeah, then second work block starts around 2 to around 4, maybe 4:30 if I can push it that far. That's again just like work block, just like number 1. Just again recording 5 to 8 Loom audits, and also doing the rest of the tasks, whether it be building out systems, building out trainings, training the team, etc., etc. Different things like that within the business that I feel is the most important task. Also calls as well, if I have any calls. I like to do them later on in the afternoon. After my second work block, I kind of get a quick snack in, which is normally a protein shake, banana or cereal bar, whatever I have. And then go straight into my weights workout. I kind of right now I'm doing workouts. I'll take you through it here. So I think I have it in here. So yeah, 4 times a week. Monday and Thursday is kind of push, which is chest, tricep, and shoulders. And Tuesday and Friday is back and biceps, as well as abs every day, all those 4 days. So I've been doing that 4 times a week. Obviously we're in lockdown, but I do have some weights as well as body weights good enough, to be honest, if you do it the right way, as well if you do it intensity is high. So yeah, I've been finding that really good. It also keeps my energy up. It avoids the kind of evening slump, or like the feeling of you don't really want to do anything. in the evening. It kind of pushes you past that point and gets you like a bit more energized and a bit more like feeling like it's still the afternoon. So after that, wait to work out around 6 p.m. I'll have a post-workout meal, which is just something not too heavy. Again, maybe a bit more carbs, because I've been told that after a workout, it's good to bring in some carbs just to recover a lot better. I'll then have a break for a little while. This is when I'll maybe like watch like a podcast, or maybe even watch some videos, maybe Netflix if I'm feeling if I feel like I want to, and then also if I feel like it, which I have been recently, I'll be doing a third work block at 6:45 or like around 6, whenever I can be bothered after having my break, till around 7:30 or so. Where 7:30 is kind of where I have my dinner. So 7:30 is when I have my last meal, which is kind of a lot different to what I used to have. I used to have my dinner a lot later, but that was something that I realised was hurting my sleep a lot, having a big meal so late. So I brought it like forward as much as I can to 7:30, and I have my dinner then. And around 7:30 till around 9, while I'm having my dinner, maybe after, I often like to learn new things. So first off, it was obviously learning how to run an agency and everything that comes with it. Now it's on learning how to get into crypto, even though I am into crypto. Learning how to trade Bitcoin, which is an amazing way to multiply your wealth. My friend Sammy is teaching me that, so I go through that course around after my dinner, maybe during my dinner until 9 p.m. So 9 p.m. is when I would start my deep 10-10 routine, and that is a nighttime routine. In terms of routines and what I do in them, I'm going to be making a separate video on that. I feel like if I include that in this video, it becomes too long. So I'm going to sort of make a part 2 of this, and like just straight after I post this, I'm going to post a kind of morning and nighttime routine, how I approach them, what's in them, what do I do, and sort of things like that. So yeah, now I'm going to kind of cover sort of my tips to structuring your day. I wouldn't go into a routine that's so regimented or so detailed to the minute if you guys are just starting out. I kind of keep it, like I just said, approach it in a way that you have blocked out time for your work, and maybe blocked out time for a workout too, and maybe your meals. But apart from that, I wouldn't go too hard in terms of worrying about the timing too much. So yeah, keep that in mind. Also, what I do is the day before, sort of around this time where I either study the course, maybe even my nighttime routine, I kind of plan my day out the night before. So I use apps like just like this. So I'll talk through the apps. So Notion is one thing I use. If you guys don't know about Notion, Notion is an amazing tool, amazing platform, or note-taking app, whatever you want to call it. 100%, just so you can see it right now, I've got a lot of things on the side. So my agency plan for the next year, kind of my game plan for the next 2 months of working, my YouTube channel, just like you're watching now. This is a kind of daily task manager. I'll take you through this as well if you want to have a look at it. I've got a habit tracker, a journal, and my revision timetable for school. So this is, so when I say plan out your day the night before, I'd use an app like Notion, or maybe also Todoist. This is one here, you can just kind of click it off and complete stuff. I'd use an app like that, or Todoist. I'll leave the links to them in the description if you want to have a look at them. They're the ones that I'd recommend. I'd kind of structure my day before, and kind of pick out the sort of specific tasks that I want to do within my work blocks. So what I used to do, what would happen a lot of the time is I'd often go into my work blocks, even though I have work blocks, I'd go into them and sort of just not really know what I'm doing. I'd sort of just sit there and procrastinate, maybe look at emails, reply to emails or Slack messages. But something that you have to realize is that work, replying to emails, looking at emails and Slack messages and doing the kind of maintenance work, that work isn't the deep work. That deep work, when I say deep work, I mean work that really moves the boat forward, maybe in terms of your business, or if you're a student, maybe in terms of actually studying, not just kind of like managing stuff or sorting out stuff. So that's what I mean in terms of deep work. So in order to not procrastinate in that time, that sacred time, which is called your deep work time, your work blocks, I'd plan out exactly what I need to get done the night before. So there's no like worrying, there's no midday planning of what I want to do, there's no questioning what I'm going to be doing. It kind of gets just like no arguing, just go straight into my task list. I guess get them done, tick them off, and that also kind of is like healthy for you in terms of you getting to see tasks being ticked off, and it just kind of gives you like a bit more
motivation, if you want to say that, to get keep going through the day. Last thing I'll say is to try out different things. So even though my day is planned like this, and that I approach my work just like this with the work blocks, and the way I do my workouts, etc., etc., I try things that work with you. So maybe research different things. There's like Pomodoro technique, which is like 25 minutes on, 25 minutes off. There's work blocks like 90 minutes, then break, then 90 minutes, then break. So I just research, try different things, see what works for you. When you do find something that works for you, I'll maybe do try each method for a week at a time, maybe something like that. See what works for you, see what you find, see what you feel best. Take notes. Kind of at the end of each night, kind of record how well you're feeling, how that day felt, and kind of take it as it goes. And hopefully by the end of a few weeks or maybe a month, you'll know exactly how to structure your days for that best suits you. Because everybody's different at the end of the day. Not everybody can do work the same way that anybody else does. And that's something that I'd 100% recommend doing if you guys are just starting out. That in the long run, that'll be a lot more beneficial than just jumping into a routine just like mine. Kind of figure out what works for you, what works best for your brain and your body, and take it from there. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I hope you guys found that valuable too. This is obviously, like I said, this is a question I got asked a lot of the time, so I'm glad that I finally got to it and made a video for you guys. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe and turn the notification bell on, and I'm looking forward to posting the part 2 of this video, where I cover my morning routines, my deep downtown routines, and all the videos to come after that. So guys, if you have any questions or any comments, drop it below in the comment section. I'll be happy to get back to you. And also, if you have any video ideas that you want me to talk about, either message me on Instagram. My link will be either in the description or somewhere in the channel. And then yeah, hit me up with a message there. I'll have a chat with you. And I look forward to seeing you next time. Have a good day, guys.